Let's get
Yeah.
yeah. Let's. How did you start? Now, how did you start getting? How did you start getting horny?
All right. So the first time I got horny was I found a porno mag in a cave in the bush. I can
Where?
remember it clearly. In the bush, like the forest.
Dude, what
It
is up
sounds
with that? Because I think we're about this in the same age range. And like when I was a kid, we used to find Playboys in the woods too. Like,
yeah,
dude,
right.
that's where we had to go.
Yeah, you go to the bush and
Yeah.
you find the cave that everyone talks about. And when you find it, it's like stumbling across an Aztec ruin. And you're like, I think this is the cave, and you can tell because it's like a branch up on it. And you're like, some teenagers put that up. And you all get in there and you find the magazines, and they're all damp. And you go, oh, I don't know, it must have rained. And then you all sit around and flick through the mag, and you hope the big guys don't come and bash you. It's amazing.
You know how like, yeah, the pages are sticky and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's as if people are like jizzing on the magazine or something. But
Yeah.
like, would they want to do that to their magazine? Wouldn't the magazine kind of be up, like out of the shooting area? You know what I mean? Like, it seems like that it's just got to be rain. I'm gonna say that most of the time, if you ran a DNA test, you're not gonna find semen.
Yeah, rain condensation.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, Brent.
Well, you know how some people, they like to ejaculate onto a person. Maybe they think that about the picture and it gives them this sort of feeling of ejaculating onto a person, and then also maybe they think, well, I'm not going to have this forever. This is it's a magazine that you use, and then when you're done using, you throw away and you get a new one. But
it's like
maybe
toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly. It's like toilet paper. Exactly. You're kind of using it to sort of, clean up your mess with, in a way, in a kind of titillating fashion. But also maybe they're also thinking, well, you know what? I'm not going to just throw this away. I'll leave it for some kids to find, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm done with it. Now a kid can find it. It's used.
But
it's like a used condom in a way.
No, I'm pretty sure it was like this. It was a precious item that you can't. It's not a single use thing. It's like you got to put it back.
It's an heirloom.
Week. You got to go back to that bush for next week.
Well, I was thinking the adult does that.
Yeah. Well, adults aren't leaving magazines in the bush. Hopefully, you're hoping it's all like it ends at about 16.
Yeah, the adult. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like when I was growing up, I would assume like some adult left it there, but really some kid found it in his dad's drawer, and that's where all the kids are hanging out in the bush or the forest where we would find it. That's how it'd get in there. Other kids riding it out there on their dirt bike.
Yeah, you just find your illicit things, hide them in a little cave, and hope no one takes it. And we out the front of this cave. Don't know why I remember this so clearly, but we all. I try and remember back to what drove us to do this, aside from this is kind of what 13-year-old boys do. Well, it wouldn't have even been that, but anyway, there was a lot of clay around, so we made like a 3-foot high penis out the front of the cave. And we would have spent, I can remember it like it was getting dark and we're like, we better go. But we would have spent like 4 hours making this clay penis out the front of the cave. And it was there for ages. Like we would go past, have a look, it just stayed there forever. And I just want to know what other people who weren't involved in the making of the penis would have thought about finding the penis. And I wonder if it's still there to this day.
Maybe they're we're gonna stay away from this cave, I guess. It's kind of a bad omen or something.
And is the penis sticky now?
I reckon it would be rock hard. Now, I'd like to think it's you couldn't move it if you tried.